ranked players from last season here, and it is just stacked this weekend.
Yeah, I believe it's 8 of the top 10 are guaranteed here.
Yep.
Yeah, so.
Not been easy for anybody entering the tournament, but everybody is giving it their all, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah, no, everyone. You've seen some of these sets that have been going on in pools. There's been so many Game 5s. People have been fighting for spots and to make it just in the top 48.
Oh, absolutely.
It's so hard.
Yeah, I mean, you got to love everybody giving it their all, giving us the best matches they can, and it's made for a great, entertaining weekend.
Oh, yeah. Like, and we've seen so many different characters, like everyone showing up, every character showing up. It's
that's honestly the nicest thing about the state Rivals is in right now. It feels like every character is viable, like you can do something with them.
All right.
Respectable neutral.
Okay, yeah.
I have Rock, you approach. I'm not coming to you.
Yep.
And I don't blame MSB for doing that because getting through that disjoint of Clairen can be a challenge for a lot of characters in this game.
Oh, yeah. And honestly, a lot of characters have to deal with Rock, so it's just like, this is my Rock. You deal with it.
Yep.
But right now, no one's getting anything too big. Just kind of poking around, feeling just for something, but just kind of moving. Just gotta play it safe.
I mean, that's always the interesting thing about the early game because it feels like they're saving so much in their bag of tricks. So it's really just how much does that raw neutral, that raw game plan work out before you start digging into the bag of tricks. And it feels like that's what's going to make the difference in a lot of these matches today. Who can dig deeper into their bag as the matches go on?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Right there. And you kind of see they both very respectful of each other's recoveries. It's, I mean, especially like MSB with Kragg, like he pillars next to stage. It's like, you can't do much to him. You kind of have to almost like, you're mostly just waiting for him to,
That's got to hurt.
That's a great mix-up right there.
And that was a shame because it was right after MSB just barely missed his own mix-up of the same brand where he tried to go for that down strong.
That pillar farther away from the wall really gave Dinos a lot of like clearance to just go down there.
Yep. There we go. Finally getting back on stage, but took 60% for that pillar down there.
Right now, he can definitely get like a quick confirming it a kill, but he's not been able to get a hit.
Yeah, and that's really the challenge, just finding that way in. Rock's been relatively reliable, but the problem is getting into a position where you can easily use Rock, and then trade at least getting him some stage space here to do that.
Yeah. But slight mess up on the edge guard and just immediately right back to Dino's game. Ooh, fair. I like that. Immediately gets rid of the pillar, does not want to give any kind of tech opportunity.
Yeah, it could be so hard to get rid of your opponent if your own pillar's in the way, because half the time it's like, you don't want to give a safe control or fall to a strong attack, but it takes some time to get rid of that pillar, and you got to be quick about it.
Oh, yeah. Good DI kind of mixed up MSB right there.
Oh, this could be a big punish here. I like that, respecting the option of the up tilt there, just giving MSB the room to play around on that, and wow, that is not a good trade for Dinos there.
No, but with the stock lead he has, I don't think he's caring too much.
No, especially with the way he's been able to edge guard MSB. He hasn't really shown too much fear in mixing up how he's going after MSB down on that pillar and punishing his recovery.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
And that's so hard to DI.
Yeah.
Because you have to get that the perfect DI to where you don't just fly off the side, but also are not right there for the Decus.
Yeah, especially at those higher percents, because it's like you try and DI out hard and you're going to just fly into the blast zone because of how strong that move is.
Yeah. From what I've heard, I've talked with like Dinos SBS about this. It's like you almost have to get more of like somewhat down, so that way you still get hit by the up smash, but you don't get tippered.
Yeah, that would make sense.
But it's rough. But solid game, very commanding game by Plastic Dinos.
Yeah, MSB's gonna need to find some way to get in through that zoning that Clairen has, because it's just been keeping him from being able to execute his game plan. And this is why we can't have nice things. People don't finish their milestones.
That's always the best. It's like, okay, we're gonna go to this one. And the milestone.
Yep.
It's free, guys. All right.
Cool. There we go. Finally able to find some way in. And the nice thing is having that platform higher over all of the stage is going to make it harder for Dinos to be able to shark with those down airs from above.
Oh, yeah. But at the same time, though, those platform airs from Clairen can be
not a fun thing to deal with, that's for sure.
So, but at the same time, MSB loves that stuff, and it's really good with Kragg, so he really wants to abuse it. I also think the giant, nice big stage is going to be a lot nicer just for Kragg in this.
Yeah, having a little bit more room to move around those disjoints does give you the opportunity to try and space it out and react to what your opponent's doing. Nice use of the pillar. Doesn't even need to pull out a new one. An unfortunate DI not going to be able to get low enough to attack off that pillar.
Yeah. I honestly wonder if the other thing, too, is there's a lot of space on those side blast zones. So I'm wondering if MSB just wants that so that way he has more room to DI out away from the Clairen. So when he's thrown off stage, he's not just like immediately suffocated.
Yeah, that would make sense because Kragg does have a little bit easier at a time getting back from further out on the stage. For Clairen, it really limits her recovery because she's got to burn a side B to get back or just try and drift down low and up B, which is never where you want to be as Clairen.
Yep. And it was an unfortunate SD by Dinos, and honestly, MSB's been taking this momentum so far.
Just like that, even it right back up off of one mistake.
Like, very patient play with the rock there, just waiting, just honestly completely waited for Dinos to get back on stage and then punish him for doing it.
Yeah, but Dinos answering right back, coming out of that up tilt into the up strong.
And honestly, that platform height is a bit deceiving because you kind of want to like DI for it so you can try to tech.
Yep.
But it's that perfect height for that that up smash.
Yeah, just barely pokes through.
It's really hard to space around the Clairen up B on the ledge there. And this is what Kragg does in this matchup. When he gets the rock, he just
rinse and repeat and bully Clairen off stage.
Oh, I like that mix-up. Instead of throwing the rock just immediately, throws it back and then to try to bait something and then just gets a nice aerial.
Yeah, a lot of people just look for that throw animation to react to it, so throwing it in a different direction kind of baits out an option by doing that. So, like you said, definitely a good move by MSB there.
All right. Right now, a lot more even than the last game. Both on last stock. Oh, scary. Okay, gets back to stage. Not a problem. Not a problem for MSB.
Yep. Just barely fighting his way out of that and trying to get back to neutral, but it's like Classic Dinos, even when he gets knocked out of that advantage state, just immediately tries to come back and reestablish that dominance.
And even though they're fairly close on percents, with how long Dinos has been living on most of these stocks, it's honestly, I wouldn't necessarily say completely in his favor, but he's shown that he can kill Kragg at this percent very consistently.
Yep. Oh no.
Okay, what's the follow-up? Nice.
Good DI out.
Yep.
You DI in on that, you're definitely catching a F smash or a F strong.
Yep. All right.
Oh, Pillar just barely catching him there.
Yeah. Honestly, he was stuck in hits on so long that MSB whiffed the fair and then was able to still throw out another one.
That just goes to show you how powerful that move is, because like it's slow moving and a lot of people can react to it, but if you're in a position where you're in the air and can't do anything about it, it is just going to give Kragg all the time in the world to do whatever he wants.
All right. Quick bans for MSB. Knows what he does not want to fight.
Yep.
Oh, never mind.
All right, switching it up.
Switching it up.
Yeah, it's always a debate if you want to get rid of that third overhang stage against Clairen, because the overhangs just give Clairen so much more options in terms of recovery. But Trouplet feels like gives her the least amount of benefit compared to the other two.
Yep. But Dinos immediately then going to the AZ Classic, going to Merchant Port.
Yeah, giving them an option to go to home field advantage here, that's for sure.
Yeah, but at the same time, honestly fairly solid stage. It's a very neutral stage. A lot of characters can do a ton of stuff with it.
Yeah, plenty of room to move around, platforms to boost off of, different avenues of approach because of those high platforms. It's everything you want in a platform fighter.
Oh no. Okay, finally gets rid of the right. It was MSB was in such a bad spot getting caught holding that rock, but gets back to stage.
Yep, Shard's giving him a little bit of room to breathe there, and now trying to push an opinion here that he deserves a turn in neutral.
Dinos does get back to stage, trying to push his advantage now. Oh, not quite.
God, you just have to drift so far to give Clairen that respect because of how big those moves are. Oh no.
I like the up B attempt right there.
Mm-hmm.
If it was any character but Kragg, that might have actually been like really good, but Kragg can kind of slide B through it and just kind of ignore it.
Yeah, thankfully the knockback on that move is low, so it doesn't slow down the side B as much as other moves might.
Oh, that was so clean.
Oh, okay.
Okay, that is actually the Rivals classic of I killed my opponent. They come down with an aerial from the angel platform, you just die.
Yep.
I like the up smash attempt there because I think if he hits that, he does get like a pretty decent follow up. So.
Yeah, it's just a matter of finding the connection, and hard to get those connections when Clairen has that plasma field in the air to just act like an aerial counter.
Ooh, and I like that. And you see he's trying to, you actually see MSB trying to bait the recovery. He's doing these like slightly in the air down Bs to make it seem like he's going to land and like do a grounded one.
Yeah, because, I mean, like you saw earlier, Clairen just goes for the neutral B or tries to parry it, and that just leaves MSB an opening to force Dinos back off stage.
Well, the other thing Dinos has been doing with those spikes is he'll get hit right at the ledge. So that way he can immediately tech and then just wave land on with invincibility. Yeah,
there's honestly a lot of play between these two characters in terms of how Clairen recovers, but again, with that plat drop fair, MSB has been finding a lot of room with that to work with.
And the other thing, too, is these players, they fight so often. They even have a little joke about whose turn it is to beat the other one. So, like, they have to know, like, they are way past, like, first and second levels of, like, counterplay. They're at, like, the fourth and fifth levels. They're going into the deepest bag.
That doesn't work anymore, I'm afraid. Or it doesn't if your opponent comes out of the field too early.
It's still always one of the funniest things to see, though.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
All right.
Big opportunity for some damage here.
That was, yeah, like, nice 50%. Back to even percentage, and this is... That pillar is actually in an interesting spot. I actually don't think it's in a good spot for MSB. And
no. When it's that close to the stage, Clairen could just wait right next to it for you to tech off of it and just attack with the aerials.
Oh. Weird interaction right there, but... All right. Oh, that's a big down tilt. Nice up here right there.
Yep, just force MSB back off stage, make sure that he doesn't get a better pillar position, but able to just wave land back on the stage here.
Dinos really wants this fair. Because if he gets this fair, it can definitely kill that percent right on that side.
Oh, just barely making it back to the stage, so that at least gives MSB a new pillar here.
Oh, nice. Oh, beautiful.
Hey, just barely clipping him with the edge of that sword to get that confirmed.
Yeah, and he's playing that nice little spacing there where he's waiting for MSB to get back on stage. Go right back real quick, quick jab, and then nice follow-up.
Yeah, it's just all about the little mind games in this matchup, just trying to bait out that one wrong movement from your opponent to give yourself that one split second that you could just react to and take everything you can from your opponent.
Yeah, and you can see, like, Dino's micro spacing right now, he knows exactly where he wants his character to be at any point, and it's terrifying.
Yeah, and I mean, just the punish game that comes out of Dinos as well is gotta be a mental task for MSB to deal with, because it can get frustrating when you just repeatedly get stuck in those vortexes that Clairen can put you in.
Right, and then as soon as you get clipped by one tipper, Clairen can then just confirm it into a big smash attack, a big aerial, and you just die off of it.
Yep.
And especially as a heavy character, like, you're used to, like, living these high percents, you just get clipped by something that might not clip a smaller character, and you're just absolutely gonna die and explode.
Yeah, so I mean, that's why you see MSB trying to play around all of those aerials that Dinos is throwing out, going to a stage with a lot more space in the middle this time, so this will make aerial approaches a little bit more difficult for Dinos to get here.
I'm also interested to see how the pillar recovery play starts to happen. But obviously, you can't just do low pillar next to a wall.
Yep.
Ooh, nice.
Solid punish.
That's a big early stock. With how long Classic Dinos has been living, that's a super big stock for MSB to get this early.
Yeah, honestly, with the percentages, anything below 120%, I'd say is a win.
Yeah. And he's only at 98. Like, he's in a pretty solid spot, but Clairen can make you pay, and especially Dinos, he's got those great confirms.
Oh, here we go.
And even then, like, he hit him. He knew he was going to attack and, like, wave land on, and he was ready for that. But honestly, this is definitely... Oh.
Getting a little bit too anxious there to close it out, and
Yeah.
Dino's just saying you're going to need to slow down here.
Yeah. Oh, this is scary. The Dinos is at 81, and honestly, especially on this nice... Aramod is a very small stage. You got to be very careful about just getting clipped. Like, these fares, honestly, 1 or 2 more, and it'll just start killing.
Wait. Oh my! I know you have to give Rock some respect. That is a bit too much respect to give him, where he just run off the stage and say nope.
That man just stood there with Rock, and Dino's like, I don't want to be here.
Rock, the best move in the game, confirmed.
Oh
Able to kill opponents without doing anything.
Yep.
Jeez.
But right now, MSB's at 80%, 87%. Dinos has shown that he can definitely clutch out these stocks at close percentages of this.
Yep.
MSB's only got a slight lead right now, and it's... oh, no.
Good tech with the up. He's going to break the pillar, and this is a rough spot for him.
Oh, no.
Oh, maybe thought he had touched the ground at some point there.
Yeah. It also did not help that he did his pillar to the left.
Yep.
If he does it to the right, maybe he can kind of clip the wall, but...
yeah. No hope if you're going away from the stage. Oh, nice tech, and
that was beautiful.
That is the riskiest thing you can do against Kragg on that stage, playing on those platforms, because he can kill half the cast at like 30 to 50%, just off of one confirm. So MSB taking full advantage of that, evening up the set. But the problem is this is going to be Plastic Dino's counter pick here for Game 5. So it's going to be really crucial to figure out what bans you want to make on this stage.
Honestly, probably the same bands, yeah. Like, Spirit Tree is so good for Clairen.
Oh, absolutely.
God, Tower. If you ever watched AZ, if you ever let a Clairen go to Tower, they will go there immediately and just run through you. But Truffle is, like, honestly, makes sense, the next big pick. The side plats are just so good for Clairen on everything. She can shark through them. She can recover through them. And honestly, that mid platform is actually at a really kind of nice height where she can follow up and get some cheeky early kills with tippers.
Yeah, so it's really going to come down to how well these players can navigate those platforms, use them to their advantage, and just find their ways to close out the edge guards, because once again, those side platforms are going to be coming into play in terms of being able to find your way back on stage. So we might not be able to see as much Rock, rinse, and repeat from MSB this time around because of those platforms. Or you can just use them to carry on your combo off the edge rather than just going for edge guards.
Had to go for an early FP, no resources left, and that's gonna and that rinse repeat like didn't like outright get the kill, but that's just enough time. Oh my god.
Jeez. The amount of stun for those tippers. Oh, the second one ruining the kill there.
Yeah. And that's like, you can try to hit full the fair one hit, but it's very hard. If you, a lot of times you're trying to hope you just clip them just far enough where the second hit just doesn't get them in time.
Yeah, because if you fastball it, you put yourself into a rough spot, because now you're putting yourself below the stage. If your opponent does manage to deliver, you missed that move, you just gave stage control to your opponent, and this could be a big play for MSB right here.
Yeah, MSB's in such a huge lead right now, and he's going to look to start doing the rinse repeat. Yep.
Nice timing on getting in between those hits of the up B.
And movement. But MSB's ready for it all. All right, gets back. Oh, kind of a Randy F smash, trying to look for just something there. Oh, nice. Good DI though. Always hard to react to that in the moment, but very good DI lives. And here comes kind of,
that platform just makes it so hard to get those edge guards on Kragg, because you can't just reliably hover above the edge of the stage. You have to stay below it if you want to be able to get down there quickly.
I was about to say, this is like, that was 179 when that hit happened.
Yep.
That was definitely one of the longest stocks that MSB has had with Kragg, which is honestly, and it's why he's got such a huge lead right now. Oh.
Yep. And it's going to get bigger because of these rock throws, just a sniper being able to hit him out that far.
But that's the thing is, even though Plastic Dinos is down 2 full stocks, his punish game, he's shown that he could easily like do some crazy stuff and get a quick stock. Oh,
this is risky.
Oh yeah, that's that top platform. When you start getting cheeky up there, both these characters can do some fairly basic stuff and get some very early stocks.
Yeah, so it's always a risk playing that high, but right now both of them playing around these edges. Ooh, good DI out for Dino's going to keep him alive at this edge.
Oh, I like that. Goes super early, doesn't give him really a chance to like be able to react.
Ooh.
Nice. Oh, but no. Oh, not quite going to kill, but still huge lead.
Oh, no.
No, yeah. A little too much momentum after the nair, but still such a huge spot, and he's going to do the rinse repeat. Oh, goes off stage. Okay, gets back on.
Yep. Now token for SNSB out here, and the side B still not going to be enough to kill.
Yeah. Okay, that should be it. Yeah, he's still very high up, but he doesn't have a pillar. Oh no.
A boost. Dinos didn't believe.
Yeah. Dinos, it was a mixture of Dinos didn't believe and then went for, I wonder if he was trying to look for like